It's Matt with workanywhere.life, and I normally talk about designing a life of total freedom, and time, money, and energy equals freedom. Today, this discussion is about all of that and the sacrifices that we make to become successful. Success comes with sacrifices. And most people think, well, you get rich and you work real hard, you get rich, and life is just amazing. What they don't talk about, and this is the piece that I want to narrow down, is the people that you lose along the way. Now, bear with me on this. This might take a minute, and it's coming from the heart. I have friends that go back a long way. There are friends that have changed throughout the years as I have grown into different occupations, different levels of status, different levels of income. And right now, what is changing for me is my level of travel. So my friends group has changed along the way. I have gained and lost friends. Now, that's not to say that I have dropped them or that I've cut people off. That's not the case at all. I'll give you an example. I have some friends that I used to live next to, and we were very close friends. We had children around the same time, and they played together. And then this friend of mine developed a business. He opened a business. In a short couple of years, it became very successful, and he made a lot of money. They bought a newer home. They moved into the home, and then suddenly they lost track of us. And that's because as their income grew, and their home was only across town, it was a couple miles from our place. As their income grew, they developed new friends who matched their income level and their newer interests that they could afford to do, and their newer experiences that they could all afford to do together. And they left me behind. Am I sad about that? No. I wondered about it for a few years until I figured out that this is just the natural flow of life. But am I sad about it? No, because I understood after a while that that's where they are and that's where I still was. I hadn't changed. My income level hadn't changed. I couldn't keep up financially. Now, the first time I heard about this was was listening to a set of CDs from Anthony Robbins. It was a long time ago, and Anthony was describing a story about how he became, at a very young age, very wealthy as a consultant and a motivational speaker. Now, he did that in a short period of time, and he became known as the Uberkinder. In German, it means the higher child, as he was getting televised and getting extremely popular with his motivational speeches. So what he talked about was that when he had a bunch of money, he had a group of friends. He had a group of friends who were at this level, and then he gets a bunch of money. And he now has a private jet, or he can at least rent private jets. And he calls up his friends and says, what? Hey, I'm going to rent a jet this weekend. Let's go to, this area. We'll do dinner. We'll have fun. We'll spend the weekend. And his friends kept saying no. They turned him down. Now, you and I might think, God, if a friend of mine wanted to take me on his private jet for the weekend, I would jump at the opportunity. But in reality, after a while, you begin to look at it in terms of he's here, I'm here, and I can't keep up. It doesn't fit me. I have nothing to offer in return for this. I knew that I couldn't keep up with that. Now, I'm in that situation here where I'm not making a ton of money. I'm not wealthy by any means, but I am now in a position, in a business, in a career where I travel a lot. And I invite my friends to go traveling with me. And I have a lot of friends who turn me down, and I know it's because they're of the mindset that I used to be, where they say, I don't have the time. I can't get the time off from work. I can't get the paid time off. I have the kids are holding. I can't take the kids with me, or I would have to take the kids with me, and or I just don't have the money saved up for being able to travel like that. And now I'm at a point where, at least in terms of travel, I'm leaving them behind. And you know what happens at their level is, in their mind, is they can't keep up. And so we don't get invited to the parties any longer like we used to. Where a second thought, where I might get a phone call the morning of or the night before, said, "Oh, yeah, we're having this thing at the house and I forgot to call you." It's like, no, you didn't forget to call me. You didn't feel like you were my equal any longer. We're not on the same path, not the same direction, not the same track. This is the sacrifices that we make as we become more successful, as we become more. Now, whether we're talking about financially, and everybody immediately goes to money. If you are working hard on yourself as a person and you are becoming a higher level self, you are working on your faults, your insecurities, your fears, inadequacies, and you're changing those, then you leave behind those people who still hold on to those fears and insecurities, those views that are now considered old school to you. If you are changing careers and now you are, let's say you're moving up from the floor to the management level, and now all of your friends that you used to hang out with, your drinking buddies, are on the floor level and you're now in management level, they're going to start saying, I can't go out this weekend with you because I got this, that, and the other thing going on. And in reality, it means that they don't fit. They're not in India, they would call it a caste system. You've moved out of your caste system and you've left them behind. The same thing with income level. I tend to now hang out with business owners. I was at a function just a couple of weeks ago where I'm in a room full of millionaires and a couple of billionaires. And that's the people that I hang out with. So my friends who are still the blue collar working class, suddenly they're not keeping up with me in terms of social circles. And that's just, we don't fit anymore, so we don't talk as much anymore, we don't hang out as much anymore, and eventually it might come down to, once a year, gee, it's Christmas and I've been thinking about you kind of thing. So that is part of the sacrifice that we make as you become successful, and you have to not only be aware of it. I think being aware of it is the most important piece first, but then not be critical of that. Just understand that it is a part of development. So changing your social circles as you change caste levels, right, up or down, either way. If I were to, suddenly plummet, then those people I hang out with who are millionaires and billionaires are going to say, well, that's Matt. I don't know what happened to Matt. I haven't talked to him a long time. So that's just, it's life. Understand it, get used to it, get over it, move onward, move upward. Don't leave the little people behind, right? It's just understand that you won't be on par any longer. Sad truth of life, sacrifices we make to be successful, it's okay. And everybody else is okay with that as well when they begin to understand it. So I hope that helps a little bit, because I want you to be successful. I want you to move onward and upward. But I want you to be happy in the process. And being happy just simply means understanding how it works. Join me, workanywhere.life, and subscribe to my YouTube channel at themattrandall, where you can get more of, hopefully, motivational stuff like this, as well as health, fitness, and travel tips.